Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the NC Star AK-47 chest rig. This is currently a deal in July 2014. Have a look on the NC Star website what they offer on different colors and models. I did get the olive color one. They also make it in black and camouflage. Olive blends in here the best way in the forest and all that, and because this is more economic, a cheaper gear, I'm gonna alter it anyway. So we're gonna have a look how it is from the factory. We see in the middle are 3 pouches. This one I put the magazines out. Each pouch holds 2 pieces AK-47 magazine, as we see it here, 30 rounders. Of course, the 40 round and the 21s would also fit in there. AK-74 magazines will fit too, but bigger magazines as the M14 or the Heckler & Koch G3 would not fit. With a bit of wiggle you get in also the M16 R15 mags if you wanna do that, but there are other rigs for that are more better for that kind of magazine. So it's one solid piece. There is, other than on the strap, no molly. So the bags in the middle here and the side bags are completely sewn on the item. You can't remove it, you can't interchange it. It's just one of those deals that it is fixed like it is. You can't much adjust it other than the straps that go over your shoulder that crosses behind your back. There we have buckles similar like this one and a bit bigger ones, and that's one of the weaker point. The quality of the buckle is maybe not too well, so you have to watch that. The rest is pretty well sewn and built. That should last quite a while and can be customized. The material is a bit strange. How it looks, they change in China the material that they use more like this synthetic whatever it is. I saw it on bags that I got at the SHOT Show, and also I saw really expensive rain gear using similar or the same material in a different color. So how it looks, that's the way that it goes there in China now. We see the strap here that goes over the magazine. We have Velcro. It's completely adjustable in the length, and inside the Velcro can be taken off as well and put more down, so it is adjustable for different length of the magazine. We see on top the tab here, so you can grab and drag the magazine out easier. Really nicely done. On the left and the right side we have big pockets there. Unfortunately, drum magazine for the AK-47 is not gonna fit in, it's too small of a pocket, but spare ammunition and other gear, flashlights and so on will go in there pretty easy. You see also on the pockets below they put in the eyelets so it can drain out. And on this side pockets, as we have the adjustable snap here or the Velcro or both together, you also have that part in here. It's just a flap that you can fold out so that the Velcro would not lock on it, so that would makes it more quiet, that you don't have that scratchy sound like this. If you want to have that, and maybe for travel or more secure, you can use both together with the lock and the Velcro. So on top there is another eyelet on the side that is pretty much what we have in front. 3 parts, that's the middle one, and then on the left and the right we have the same. Then we have on top the parts that go over the shoulder. Parts that go over the shoulder, it's gonna cross behind your back. This part is a bit on your shoulder in front, so you have 3 molly straps that are on each side that you can leave some more gear there too. As always with more economical gear, you can alter it, you can add on if you can saw, if you have the machine, and or by hand you can alter it and put more straps on it. The quality of the build looks pretty good to me. I did have some parts that did fray by the sawing, so I always glue or melt that back together with a simple lighter so it won't fray more. That is pretty much standard on any gear I get. I look over it and do that so it lasts longer and stops the fraying. On the back side, the parts here are of course adjustable too, and that's the question, how well that plastic is holding up. And then we have the waist strap, and there is actually a little bit, yeah, there is a little bit something to put something in as well. It's a little bit on the tight side, but there you could slide in some items too. That goes all the way over here and then interlocks with that part and is of course adjustable for the waist. So the plastic part is always a bit the problem with the buckles, how well they are done, how long they last. I always carry a bit duct tape and paracord with me, so worst case we can fix it. If the buckle break, we can use paracord, maybe make a hole into it or a slot, and then leash it together, make a knot like by a shoe as you would do, and fix it up in the field. So that is basically the only point with the buckles. And since they are sewed in with loops, you have a bit a problem to replace them. You need to cut it and sew it again, which for many people quite likely is a bit of a problem. But you could also simply put on a eyelet in here, and then, as I say, with paracord and a slot in the part here, you can leash it together too, worst case. So with fixing up such items, that is pretty simple. And as I see, here is one of those parts, I did not see it, that needs to be put down with a lighter too, and then you light it up, let it a bit melt, don't set the thing on fire, then you simply press it a bit and then it's good again. Then it won't come loose by itself. Yeah, that much about the simple, inexpensive AK chest rig. There are many options out there, of course. I just did get me a bit of cheaper one to test it out, to alter. Color gonna change, some features gonna change, and then we have at least the basics covered, and then we look for a bit a more expensive variation. And there are so many variants around that is amazing in USA, even the historic ones, the older ones. And yeah, maybe with the magazines, as we see, the black ones, they stand out. If we have a bit camouflaged one, it's the same magazine. That is that Korean magazine that I did already a video on it too, that grey phosphate. It's more like a silver phosphate, the Korean magazine. Those work pretty well for me, so I'm gonna stick with them. You can paint them in black or camouflage, whatever you fancy, but it for sure blends in then better with a bit a simple brown, black, green, matte colors. So you can do pretty much whatever you want with them. Yeah, that much about the NC Star cheap, inexpensive AK chest rig.